ang inamorata ng pageant netizens dahil sa napakagandang mukha. A pageant chameleon, I would say. Hello universe! Mabuhay! I'm Christina, your micro pageant vlogger in Germany, and welcome back to my channel. Gusto ko pasalamatan ang mga nag-subscribe dito sa aking channel. Thank you so much. Maraming pong salamat. It means a lot to me, and wherever you are right now, whatever you're doing, I hope you're all safe and enjoying life's beautiful moments. Ano ang bagong ganap? Well, today pag-usapan natin ang mga ibang candidates na pwedeng kaladkarin ang mga front runners. I have already a recent vlog about this, and if you haven't watched it yet, the link is on the end part of this video. Sana mapanood nyo para malaman nyo kung sino na yung naunang tatlo na nabanggit ko. Okay, I had this spitballing ideas before, but I did my own observation and research just to make sure I'm dragging these girls to the right spot. Well, I thought many of them are also ahead of the curve. Nakikita natin ngayon kung sino-sino na yung mga umaarangkada. Yung mga natatabunan dati, nakabawi na. Like Chris Stephanie Hansen. At meron na ring mga sumisibol at napapansin na. So, each day brings something new flavor. At ito yung pumutok na balita last week. Osmel Sosa is now part of the Miss Universe organization. Di ko alam kung ano na naman ang mangyayari. I don't know if Osmel is the same person we know. Alam naman natin kung ano ang gusto niya, ano ang standard niya. Gusto niya parang walking mannequin, more on physical attributes. He wouldn't be anointed as the Pygmalion and the Sao Beauty for nothing. Naisip ko nga kung ilagay nila ang formula ni Osmel, laglag na talaga ang mga kulang sa height, kagaya ni Stacy. Pero kung may pagka mekos-mekos daw ang MUO, o di magpadala na rin tayo ng may pagka mekos-mekos na candidate. Yun lang yun. Meron ring concept, di ba? Pero okay, let's discuss my personal bets. Unahin natin si Miss Zambales, Anita Rose Gomez. I would agree to our popular pageant vloggers in the Philippines that she has the potential to outperform the front runners. I do believe in her fighting mindset. That is one important point to consider, more than her beauty and physical aspect. Nasabi niya kay Adam Hinato, she's more than her tiny waist. So I'm really anticipating to seeing the action. Ano man ang game plan niya sa prelim at finals, I don't know. But as early as now, she has been receiving positive impact from the pageant netizens. That is a good sign because in pageantry world, people are fastidious and it's easy to be kept captive by the critics that could be affecting your mental fortitude. Pag gusto ka ng pageant community, malaking bagay na yon, masaya ka na. And I thought Anita has to sustain that level. And it will be more manifesting if she could propel herself to the finals round. Next is Miss Pasig, Selena Antonio Reyes. You know, if we are ready to send a married and mom to represent Philippines, I thought she's the one. Hindi ko siya ganun kabet pero naiintriga ako sa kanya dito sa MUPH and I'm eager to see kung ano ang magagawa niya sa actual na salpukan. Hindi naman na siya bago sa pageantry kasi Binibining Pilipinas 2010 finalist. And then nowadays, she's a fitness buff, which what I really appreciate about her. At 37, hinog na rin siya at hindi na rin natin masasabi na wala nang ibubuga. Ang mga babae pa naman ngayon kung saan nagkakaedad, dun pa nag-glow up. I mean, in this modern world, anyone can still be a spring chicken. Not at number of years, but at heart and mind. Besides, there's always the inspiring stories to tell, such as the struggles and sufferings on marriage and motherhood. There's an advocacy that shape up your growth and motivation. Lots of lovely things to offer. For sure, ito yung mababao ni Selena kung papalarin siya manalo. Now, the only thing that we need to be proven wrong, if we have doubts, is to see her spectacular performance. If she could do that, then we'll have our first Shaynes Palacios. That is tough act to follow, but we never can tell what the future holds, diba? And then I have my eyes for Miss Albay, Elaine Bernales. Kung formula na lang din ni Osmel, dito na tayo sa 6-footer. Isama na natin to. And then I have here in my list, Miss Leyte, Angel Rose Tambal, and Miss Bantayan Juvel Ducay. Sila yung may mga meaty credentials. Sana ma-interview sila ni Adam Hinato kasi sila din yung mga inaabangan ko. Especially si Juvel Ducay. Juvel Ducay. Oh my God, ang pronunciation ko. Mahirap talaga kapag may pustiso. Si Juvel, I like her personality and seems she's a good speaker. Si Miss Laguna, Alexandra Rosales, and Miss Cabanatuan, Daniela Villar, are now bugging up the attention of the pageant media because of their pretty faces. However, I am not yet convinced because I don't like to peg them on a surface level. Baka sabihin nyo ang OA ko, pero it's more satisfying when a candidate has something meaningful and powerful center stage quality. I understand naman kung bakit gandang-ganda sila sa mga candidates kasi iba din talaga ang impact pag nakita mo sa personal ang mga candidates. Kahit siguro ako pag nandun ako mismo sa mga events nila, absolutely, I would feel the same. Alright, one other thing. The candidates from the Philippine community abroad, my way is heading to Miss UK, Christina Chok, si Tukaya. Hindi na ako magtatakong bakit nagustuhan siya ng mga pageant netizens kasi ang ganda din ng mukha. Charismatic, good communicator. Well, given na yun kasi lumaki siya sa iba't ibang bansa. Pero nakapag-stay din siya sa Pinas at may short time acting chop pa siya. She had worked with Sian Lim and Kim Chu. Guys, to fill the void of my doubts, I'm excited to know what she's made of on a deeper level. Parang siya nga lang ang inaabangan ko sa mga Philippine community. But I'm also open to mekos-mekos eme like Miss Northern California, Kayla Carter. Kahit hindi pa siya pang beauty queen material, pero because of her star and market quality, a Netflix celebrity, malaki ang social media following na alam natin, advantage sa Miss Universe organization, sige na lang, ipasok sa banga. Plus, Miss Baguio Tara Valencia, ang inamurata ng pageant netizens dahil sa napakagandang mukha. A pageant chameleon, I would say. Kasi sa sobrang ganda ng fislak, may eligibility siya isabak sa iba't ibang beauty pageant. At flawless siya para sa JKN era. We're saying she's not that volleyball speaker. Si Shaynes naman, she won the plaudit from Miss Universe organization despite of poor communication skills at English. Baklain na lang ni Tara sa pasarela, di ba? Anyway, now that Osmel is joining the Miss Universe organization, baka nga pwedeng i-mekos-mekos nila ang formula at maging unpredictable ang format. O puro Latina na naman ang mananalo kada taon. And this could leave us a bitter aftertaste. I shudder to think that they would continue to push us down like what they did to Michelle D. It's not impossible to happen, but I hope not. Sus ko, may dark horse pa ba tayo ngayon? Parang feeling ko sa alpha frontrunners at beta frontrunners kukunin ang winner. Kung may dark horse man, my heart is beating to someone. Yet, it's up in the air. Well, we'll talk about that in my next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Keep safe and I will see you next time. Tschüssi! Babush!